Alright, so recently there's been a lot of dispute about gender neutral bathrooms. And let me explain why this whole concept is just plain stupid and why we should keep the bathrooms separate. Alright, so first off, I work with a lot of children ranging from elementary to high school year students. So, let me start this plain and simple. The custodian and I are very good friends. So sometimes we have a joke where he goes into the boys' bathroom and I say, "Hey, how long do you think it's gonna take you to clean it up?" And he just smiles and looks at me and says, "You never know." Male bathrooms are literally drowning in shit. The boys' bathrooms have toilets that are too clogged with poop to the brim of the sink. And you can't even flush them because they're all jammed with paper or other shit that they find around that they think would be funny to shove into the toilet. I kid you not. One time my custodian friend had to come in with a sharp knife just so he can cut up the poo into chunks so the toilet would allow it to be flushed. Many times in these bathrooms, you can't even find toilet paper because sometimes most of these students flush it down the toilet or they crumple it up, soak it, and throw it into the ceiling. And to make matters worse, the custodian has to go up there and clean that up. I have a younger sister that I have to take care of. And every single time she needs to go to the bathroom, guess what? We go into the women's bathroom because I don't want her to see how dirty the men's bathrooms are. And to my surprise, when I see the women's bathrooms, I see how fucking clean they are. For one, fast food restaurants and schools seem to provide mirrors for women to use. The men's bathrooms in both schools and fast food restaurants do not have mirrors for the most part. And I can tell you why. When I was going to high school, we didn't have any mirrors because when we did, stupid dumbasses would carve gang signs or curse words into them. By comparison, the women's bathrooms have a higher cleanliness rate than the men's ones. Hell, half the time, the men's bathrooms don't even have soap because stupid teenagers decide it's cool or funny to just spill all the soap onto the floor. Yeah, real funny, dumbasses. That is why men and women should not share bathrooms and why having gender-neutral bathrooms is a bad idea. Whoa, hold up. I must have missed the point of the initial subject. I guess the whole issue of gender-neutral bathrooms goes back because, they want trans people to be more welcomed? Alright, first off, I believe that trans people have been probably using whichever bathrooms they wanted to up until this point. Second, some people say we shouldn't allow gender-neutral bathrooms because of the mere fact that once you open the gateway to using gender-neutral bathrooms, that'll lead to gender-neutral locker rooms where perverts will take advantage of that system for their own perverted gains. So I guess the problem is that our culture is raising perverts. If that's what we're worried about, then yes, the issue is that our society is raising perverts. So that's where the issue should be addressed to. Not so much the outside facilities of it, but the fact that we need to make sure that our males are educated better in this aspect. First off, many of you guys have heard the phrase, boys will be boys. This is used to justify assholish behaviors of boys. Just because you're a boy and the phrase boys will be boys does not give you an excuse to be an asshole. In what situation would you apply that phrase anyways? If my son shoots up a school, can I say, oh, boys will be boys? Alright, so how about this one? If my son kisses a girl against her will, can I just simply say, boys will be boys? Is that okay? Absolutely not! And most of the time, the people who use the phrase, boys will be boys, are also rednecks who carry guns and threaten to shoot you just for looking at their daughter. Okay, I'm kidding, obviously, but you get the deal though. Phrases such as boys will be boys and saying no to unisex bathrooms are just lazy excuses to not properly raise males and young men. If we honestly wanted to make things better, we gotta go to the root of the problem. Parents, raise your dumb male children better. Teach them to respect people, animals, and things, because half of these kids I see are ungrateful. We have the power to change it, so let's do it. And to be more accepting and open-minded. But apparently we're so backwards that this is going to be a hard feat to accomplish. Therefore, I do agree. We should not allow gender-neutral bathrooms at this given moment because our society is too stupid to do it. If you disagree, prove me wrong then. I have nothing more to say at this moment.